to talk about this work is very emotional for me, as I know it is for a lot of you, because I came to it through my son Cole, as I think most of you know. And before I'm going to discuss a few takeaways from this amazing, 14 months. I don't have time, and a knot would kill me if I wanted to thank everybody that I want to thank. But I do want to give a specific shout out to Marcy, because she was the one that convinced me to do this training in her own Marcy way. It was like a Jedi mind trick. She was. I can remember it vividly. She was giving Cole lessons up in New York, and I guess we were talking about the training program, and I had no intentions whatsoever of enrolling, and then all of a sudden she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, you're doing the training, and then you're going to do children's mastery." And she was so authentic and just laser-like eye contact, and so I was like, "Yes." Wait. Yes, Obi-Wan. What did I just get myself into? But thank you for the Jedi mind trick, Marcy, because it was the first step on what has been just a transformative, profound, and amazing journey. And I like to discuss things in groups of 3, so I'm just going to briefly mention 3 takeaways from this training. So first off, this work has helped me heal, and not just in a physical sense, although the knee pain has drastically subsided, the shoulder pain has drastically subsided, all the aches, ailments, pains that I used to carry with me drastically reduced. So it has helped me heal physically, but more importantly for me, it has helped me heal emotionally. And as most of you know, I've got a child, Cole, who's in the audience, and by the grace of God, they have not been extricated yet from the room. But he was he was born with severe global brain damage, and faces a lot of pretty significant limitations. And as most of you can appreciate, the life of a parent of such a child is 100% chaotic, and you kind of run around from one thing to the next. And it wasn't really until this training that I took a step back and gained full appreciation for the fact that is just a traumatic incident. That's a traumatic event, and it caused deep emotional wounds. And I think at most special needs parents probably do not fully appreciate that. And so this work has helped in 2 ways, really, in forcing me to acknowledge that, but also by providing this method that you've come up with that has no peer, in my view, on how to heal those emotional wounds. And I know it's going to be a lifelong journey to continue to heal those wounds, but I've got a method now that is the best method available to do so. And so that's the first point. And the second, in kind of a similar vein, the second point is this work, as I mentioned to you yesterday, Laura, this work has set me free. What do I mean by that? Physically, sure, it's set me free. I've better freedom of movement, etc. But again, it's set me free because it's shown me that there's another way. Before this training, I had a mode of thinking, a mode of being in the world and existing with a child with profound challenges. And you've shown me a better way. And I'll be eternally grateful to you for that. The third thing is going to require a little bit of an anecdote, another memory that I'll never forget. But when Cole was an infant, I forget how old he was, but early on in our journey, my wife Sarah and I were sitting in the neurologist's office, and we, as usual, were just totally overwhelmed and stressed out, and we were really looking for. We're both kind of type A, task-oriented personalities, and we were looking for a recipe. And so what I was looking for is kind of a way to triage. Okay, we've got X, Y, and Z to deal with in any given day. Dr. Afric, like, what are the top three? What are the top three things I can focus on in any given day, just for my own sanity? And I'll never forget her answer, because she did not give me a top three. What she said was, Andy, the best thing that you can do for Cole is to just love him. And that stuck with me, but it's taken on a new meaning now, because in my view, this work is about love, and it's about my biggest takeaway, and the thing that I'm most grateful for, is that it has shown me a way to love Cole the best way I know how. And so thank you so much for giving me that gift.